And welcome to On The Bench TV. Liverpool have just beat Newcastle 2-0 at Anfield. Great game. Great game. Another 3 points for Liverpool, guys. I'm very, very happy. Hopefully you guys are happy with the performance as well. Liverpool did what we had to do, didn't we, guys? Let's face it. But respect to Newcastle. A lot of us were saying it was going to be a 4-0 or 4-1. A high-scoring game. It wasn't. It was only 2-0. So you've got to take your hats off to them. But we did say, and we all knew what we was going to get. Rafa Benitez knows how to command a tight ship. You know, like, he knows how to set up a team. And you can't underestimate Rafa Benitez. You can't underestimate Newcastle. And I don't feel that Liverpool did do that today. Hence why we got the victory. And if we would have, you know, not turned up the way we did, we could have dropped points today, and we didn't. We kept a clean sheet. We did the job. We got the 3 points. We go on to the next game now, you know. Thank you for joining me, guys. Jesus, you're all in very, very fast. How are you all? Oh, wow, like, look at you all. Michael, welcome to the stream, mate. Ryan says, Salah is amazing, mate. That's all I'm saying. Mate, say no more. Mohamed Salah is a don. He's top Premier League scorer now, like joint with Kane, isn't he? So, shame that he couldn't have got a goal. I was hoping that we would have got a penalty towards the end. I thought that we could have got a penalty. Not the very last incident, because that would have been a free kick in my opinion. But we'll talk about that anyway. But yeah, because I thought if we had got a penalty, then it would have been given to Salah. He could have gone to a Premier League top scorer. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it, guys? He's scoring so many goals. The commentator was saying that Mo Salah scored, is it 32 goals all this season? Which is the same as Newcastle's whole team. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Benjamin Sell says, yo, I'm back. Welcome back, Benjamin, mate. How are you? Welcome to the stream, guys. Gazatron, evening. Good evening, Gaza. How are you? Spectra, hello. What a win. Yeah, it was a good win today, guys. Good win. Welcome to the stream, Spectra. Michael says, come on the pool. You'll never walk alone. Exactly, Gaza. Not quite the 4-0, but happy for the win. Yeah, mate. Yeah, big time. Same here. Same here. Matt Hantu, you right, Matt? How are you today, mate? He says, ref match fixed. They don't want Salah to win golden boots. Should have been a penalty. Yeah. Are you on about where their player obviously just hacked his legs out, wasn't it? Blatant penalty for me. At the end, I felt that he was pushed just outside the box, if you know what I mean. That last chance. The light's starting to flicker on me. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just do that. It doesn't like a certain setting. I've worked it out now. It gets all like temperamental on me and stuff. You know, like I think maybe the light might be female. I'm gonna nickname it or something. I don't know. But yeah. So I reckon the very last instant should have been a free kick. Because I think that the first initial contact was just outside the area. But the instant inside the box where Salah went down before that was a penalty in my opinion. The camera angles that I've seen wasn't the best, but it looked like he didn't touch the ball. It looked like it was a penalty. I think if it was outside the box, it would have been given as a free kick, so it should be a penalty. Simple as that, innit? What about our goalkeeper? Some say what? Welcome to the stream. Paul Pugh, welcome to the stream, geezers. Yeah, man, we'll talk about Karius. Another good performance from him. That save in the first half, outstanding. He looks very, very comfortable. You know, as a sweeper keeper, this is one of the reasons why we brought him in, because we play a high line. You can now see Karius starting to play the way Klopp wants him to play in our system. You know, it gives us another dimension to the team, and he's looking very, very good. And it makes us look better defensively because we've always got the goalkeeper as an option to pass back. We passed back quite a bit today. And Karius looked very comfortable when the ball went back to him. And, you know, I think the defenders feel confident. I felt like even when Mignolet was #1 goalkeeper, I felt like when Karius had a few cameo performances, I felt like the defenders were more confident with Karius behind him anyway than what they was with Mignolet. But now that Karius is now #1 and getting more and more games, you can see the bond starting to get stronger, if you know what I mean, between the defenders and the goalkeeper. And yeah, another great performance from our goalkeeper today, guys. Harold, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you today? Paul says, Michael, where have you been hiding? Yeah, he's been in and out, and he did say to me he missed the stream earlier. Gavin Plum, welcome to the stream, mate. He says, we have Porto before the Manx. Yeah, big game, even though we've obviously got the the bit of a how do you want to call it? A cushion, you could say. But I don't want to take anything for granted. We still need to perform, don't we, to make sure that we get through past Porto. But we should be going through to the next round. Then we got the Manx, haven't we? So we got a couple of big games still to come over the next week. So yeah, crazy times ahead, guys. How are you, Daz? I'm okay, Michael, mate. I'm happy. I'm very happy Liverpool just got the victory. So yeah, nothing more to say. Salah, again, does what Salah does, gets goals, doesn't he? Mane, another goal for Mane again today. I felt, you know, James Milner wasn't in the starting team, and I feel that one of the reasons why Mane's been performing better recently is because he had James Milner playing behind him, and I think that makes him better. But he still got a goal today. But, you know, that bit of play from Liverpool was really good. And was it? It was Firmino, wasn't it? Yeah, Firmino did that little flick with the outside of his boot to lay it on for Mane, which was outstanding. It was a killer pass. It's what you call a killer pass. It's what people and the pundits say Liverpool haven't got midfielders that can make that killer pass. What we saw today was a killer pass. And that literally just finished it off, didn't it? Like, all Mane had to do, even though he was falling back, was just make sure he hit the target. And he did that, and he did it well. Gets another goal. You know, 2-0. Liverpool seeing out the game again. We kept another clean sheet, which is really nice to see. It's a big thing now in this run for top 4 towards the end, is to make sure you're keeping clean sheets as well, because goal difference, you know, can be a factor. We all know that. So it's good to see us keep a clean sheet. They had a few chances in this game that I felt that we could have done a bit better with. But do you know who I'm going to give man of the match to, guys? Trent Alexander-Arnold. I want to get your guys' man of the matches in the chat now. I'm going to scroll down. I haven't got too long to do this today because obviously it's a late game. I've got to deal with my son and get him off to bed and everything. So I'm going to keep it as short as possible. So I'm going to get to the bottom of everything. But put your man of the matches in the chat now and I'll head there. So your man of the match, Michael, is Salah. Glad we're turning draws into wins now, says Matt. Yeah, 100%. I like that. Where is Loris Karius's haters now, says Spectra. Oh, yeah, back under their rocks. You know, I said that Karius wasn't good enough as well, Spectra. But he wasn't at that point in time. He's still got a lot to do to prove that he deserves to be Liverpool's #1 goalkeeper. Yes, he's doing well at the moment. But, you know, I'm not a Loris Karius hater. I just think that to be Liverpool's #1 goalkeeper, you need to be consistent and you need to be quality. Karius has proven that he can be that in the past, but not in the Premier League. So he's still got a lot to do to prove that he can consistently be our #1. But he's working towards it, you know, and fair play to him. This is what he needs to do. He's got his time now, so he needs to make it happen, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? So, oh, hell no, Daz. Henson or Loris Karius for man of the match, says Petra. So yours is Henson or Karius. Interesting. See, a lot of people, look, Tim Ward goes, you're right, Tim, mate, welcome to the stream. Tim's saying Salah as well. A lot of people will say, like, Salah again, or Mane, like, goal scorers, obviously. But I'm going to give it to Trent because I think Trent did really well defensive-wise today. I'll tell you what, guys, it was really clever the way he defended. I was watching him, not just when he was, like, when he did defend, but off the ball as well, when they was trying to make attacks. The way his movement was to stop them from attacking. If any of you guys watched it, he was so advanced for his age today. When I normally pick a player that I watch as much as possible when the games are on. And today it was Trent. Because I wanted Gomez to start this one, I was like, right, let's see how Trent does in this. And he really impressed me, guys. Really. So I'm going to give him man in a match because I thought he absolutely was brilliant. I'm not going to lie. I thought he had a really good game today. Didn't give a lot going forwards, but didn't really need to be honest, today for me to give him man in a match. I just thought what he did for me today helped keep a clean sheet big time. And, you know, its performances like what Trent gave us today, for me personally, is what we wasn't seeing before when we were dropping points against teams like Newcastle. And it doesn't just come down to one player, that's a collective. You know, James Milner at the end throwing himself in front of the ball. Yes, that probably wouldn't have got him a draw because it would have been 1 goal if that would have gone in or whatever. Karius making a fantastic save and stuff. You know, there was other great moments in that game where players saved us and things. Ox getting back in a couple of times, you know. It doesn't just come down to one player because we defended again well as a team. But I highlighted Trent today to watch for me personally. And I was very, very impressed. So for me, I'm going to give it to him because I think a lot of people are quick to give man of the match to like your goal scorers or whatever, which is fair enough, you know what I mean? Or to a goalkeeper that makes 30 saves. Karius didn't have to make 30 saves today. Yes, he made a quality save, which at that point in the game, we was only 1-0 up. That was a game-changing save, really, you could say. Because if that goes in, you know, Newcastle can sit with their 5 at the back like they started the game. Well, they kind of continued that way, didn't they? But they did open up a little bit, I felt, in the second half. But if that would have gone in at that point, you know, our heads could have dropped coming out in the second half. We've been there before, haven't we, guys? So I do get what you're saying with Karius. Karius did have a good game. But yeah, I'm going to give man of the match to Trent. But like I say, everyone's got their different opinions. I want to see what your guys' man of the matches are, basically. So anyone else want to put their man of the match in the chat, feel free to do it now, just so I can see what you lot are saying. Harry Kane is a fat Leonardo DiCaprio lookalike, says Petra. I haven't been getting the notifications, Daz, even though I have hit a bell. Why is that? And yet I get notification. I got the notifications today. I don't know, mate. I don't know, Michael. It could be due to your weather, like internet connection and stuff. Obviously, you know, with all the snow and everything at the moment, the weather's really bad. The end of my last live stream, I've got to apologise now. But where the weather's so bad here, the power, we lost all power. So it just crashed. So yeah, there was nothing I could do. But obviously, I could get the phone up and running, the chat, just to let you guys know that that's what happened. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But I can't stay on for too long on this one. But yeah, maybe that's why, Michael. Maybe just the internet's not too great at the moment. Any of you guys got a player that you wasn't happy with today? I was happy with everyone. I thought it was a good performance all round, really. You know, I don't feel... Someone said to me that they felt like in the first half, it definitely took us 20-25 minutes to warm up, didn't it, in this game? For me personally, I felt like you could see that the players maybe were a bit cold or whatever. Took a while to get their rhythm about them. Then you could see they was getting a bit more hungry and stuff. Once the Salah goal went in, you could see the hunger start to kick in. Liverpool smelt blood. You know, they was then gunning for them, weren't they? And I thought, right, here we go. They're trying to get another goal quickly before half-time. Try and really go for the jugular here. Obviously, it didn't happen that quick, did it? But we did manage to get the second goal in the end. But someone said to me that they felt that maybe Liverpool was... What's the word he said? Like holding back because of the Porto game and stuff and not giving it their all. I don't believe that, guys. So it's interesting to see if any of you lot think that, because Liverpool wasn't electrifying today, but I don't think it's the sort of game that you will see an electrifying performance from Liverpool. I think they did really, really well. This is the sort of game, guys, that Liverpool used to drop points in. A team that sat back really defensively. They had 5 at the back and they had a well-regimented midfield in front of them. Their goalkeeper was really good. You know, when we was trying to get the ball into the box from early balls, their goalkeeper come out and commanded his area well. Like, you've got to take your hats off to Newcastle. They had a game plan, and they did their game plan well. But Liverpool were just better on the day. We do this a lot better now. This is why we've improved. This is why we're picking up 3 points when we used to drop points. For me, this is a difference between Liverpool, now under Jurgen Klopp, and Liverpool back... You know, even at the beginning of the season under Jurgen Klopp. We're tweaking things. Things have changed. We can still get goals now. Is that entirely down to just like tactics, or is it down to, you know, our front three are on fire? I'm a bit sad for Firmino not obviously getting a goal today because his other buddies got a goal, didn't they? But it's not just about all of them getting goals and that, obviously. He had a massive part to play in today's game and that. But, you know, this is a sort of game that, whether you want to call it electrifying or not, we got 3 points in this game. The boys did what they had to do. And that is all I care about. You know what I mean? We got another 3 points. We're back up into second, obviously, until Man United play or whatever. We're still putting pressure on the other teams around us. That's all that matters. You know, that that's the main thing. That's the main objective, is to get 3 points, no matter how you do it. So that's the main thing that I wanted to say on this, because I know a couple of people were saying to me, oh, Liverpool aren't at their best today. I had a few messages just literally as the game finished saying Liverpool weren't at their best today, but I was happy to see the 3 points. You know, Liverpool were good today. They were good today. We just had to play a different way. It wasn't fast football because Newcastle didn't allow us to play fast. You know, we knew that, guys. We knew that would happen. But let me get your opinions quickly anyway on it as well. Harold, welcome to the stream, my friend. He said Hendo for his man of the match. Hendo had a blinder as well today, guys. He's definitely on my list for man of the matches as well. I do agree with you there, mate. What else? Noise in the building. Welcome to the stream, Noy, mate. Jeannie's ill. Yeah, Jeannie's got the runs. No prob. Good day, peeps, says Michael Stabby. Welcome to the stream, Michael, mate. Paul, was there many at the game despite the weather? Yeah, it looked like it, mate. It did look like it. All in all, a well-balanced game. Yeah, I thought so, mate. I thought so. Another assist for Ox again. Yeah, he had a blinder today. I thought he did really, really well. You can see why Klopp brought Ox in. Ox is direct in midfield. He can drive at teams. The way we got the opening goal today was due to Ox, the way he drives at defences. He drove at their defence, which created that space. You know, he drew players onto him. He laid it off to Salah. Salah puts it through the keeper's legs, basically, you know. Commentators said it was lucky, but I'm not being funny. As a striker, when I used to play football or whatever, you know if the keeper's coming out, put it straight, keep it low, and you got a good chance of scoring. Salah kept it low. That was the main thing. It went in, you know what I mean? So, but Salah wouldn't have got that opportunity if it wasn't for Ox driving through the midfield. Another great game for Ox. Defensively, again, we look better when we've got Ox in midfield for me, because he gives us more defensively as well. I think really, really good. I wasn't too happy seeing Hendo and Chan in midfield today. I was like, oh, is this going to work? Is it not? Is it going to pan out? It worked today. But I'm not always convinced when I see both of them in midfield. I'm not going to lie. It's something that, you know, maybe we'll talk about in the future in another video, because I ain't got too long for this one. But I want to get your guys' views on that. I don't know whether that is always the most balanced midfield for me, having both them in there. But then I've said the same, having Milner and Hendo in midfield. And then they've had a blinder, you know. So it depends, doesn't it, really? But I often look at Chan and Hendo and go, I want to see either one of them play, not both of them at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like, but today it worked. We got 3 points, so can't really complain, can we? Clavan is my favourite Liverpool player of all year, Paul, says Petjar. Ox was brilliant today, says Michael. Yeah, he was fantastic. Noy says that ball from Matip at the end to Salah was absolutely nuts. I thought it was a clearance. Yeah, that was like his first touch, wasn't it? Straight over the top. Salah's onto it like a whippet. You know, that game really opened up right at the very end. You know, we was putting the ball over the top just to clear it, really, wouldn't we? To keep a clean sheet. But Salah, with his pace, is always a threat in them situations. That's where it was going to be. You know, Klopp going mad at the end made me laugh as well, wouldn't it? Like, on the sidelines, obviously. I don't know whether they thought it was a penalty or a free kick or what. I didn't get to see the interviews after the game yet, because obviously I have to set all this up to be able to talk to you guys as soon as possible. But for me, that opportunity at the end where Salah went down from the shove, I think that was a free kick, guys. I said it at the beginning for any of you that have just joined. I think it was outside the box, if you know what I mean. Was where the initial contact was. But I know some of you guys already said to me we should have had a penalty. But there was an instant not long before that where Salah got kicked inside the box. That, for me, should have been a penalty. So a couple of decisions in that game, again, that the referees got completely wrong. Stupid, absolute madness. They even got a decision wrong for them. I think it might have been in the first half. Gale was onside and they called it as offside. I thought it was onside, but you know, so I'm not being biased or anything. I just think referees need to up their game, to be fair. Professional result today. Had to bide our time, says Cobra. Welcome to the stream, Cobra, mate. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I think so as well, mate. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by saying they did their job today, you know. I think us as Liverpool fans are too used to seeing Liverpool either blitz a team or drop points, aren't we? I think that's fair to saying it, guys. But we've got to kind of get that out of our heads now, because Liverpool are evolving and they're changing, and we're seeing how we beat teams like this now, and we pick up 3 points where we used to drop points. So now it's not all about just blitzing a team or dropping points. we're starting to see out games as well, and we're bringing on like an extra centre-back towards the end of the game and that. You know, even in that game today, we didn't drop fully defensive or whatever, but you could see that the boys now kind of got it in their head that they need to keep hold of the ball a bit more than what we was doing a month, 2 months ago. They're passing it about a little bit. They're not fully committing everyone forwards in attack and things like that. You know, it's something that we were saying a couple of months ago. We were saying Liverpool need to stop going all gung-ho. We need to, if we're in front or whatever, we need to keep hold of the ball a bit. We need to pass it round a little bit, spread the play out, keep hold of it, wear the other team down. If you're in front, there's no need to panic. You're in control of the game. We need to see the games out. We're now starting to do that, so we might not see this heavy metal football, like Jurgen Klopp likes to call it, all the time, which is actually what we've all been calling for. The people that were saying that Jurgen Klopp can only play one way, we're seeing different tactics from Jurgen Klopp and a different way that Liverpool are playing now. So this is good. This is good for all of us. This is good for Liverpool Football Club. And, you know, we're benefiting from it. We're getting 3 points in games that we were dropping points before. Not saying that we wouldn't have won this game before. I'm just saying, you know, we've been in games like this before where we've been disappointed because Liverpool wasn't able to break a team down just because they played with 5 at the back, add their midfield, close the gaps in front. You know, this sort of game today, then first 20 minutes, I was like, this is going to be a long, frustrating game. Seen games like it many times before as a Liverpool supporter, and we can't find spaces. We can't find that killer pass. We can't get them goals. We miss chances. And then we all are so annoyed because what if this would have happened? We should have done that, you know. But we haven't got that today, which is good. It's good that we're starting to see that now. And it's not the first time that we're actually seeing results like this. So, yeah, it's not just about blitzing people. I think, Cobra, your word in there, a professional result, hits an nail right on the head, mate. Yeah, absolutely top draw, mate, today. I'm very happy with the performance today. DJ MC, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you today? He says that was a good win. Yeah, I think so, man. I really do think so, guys. I know a couple of people that messaged me. Like I say, it's not that they was like, oh, it was crap today, but they were trying to say as if they wasn't too happy with the performance. And I was like, I don't know what game you was watching. I know everyone differs on opinions, but, you know, we can't just annihilate everyone 4-5-0 like we would like we all predicted with this one. We knew Rafa Benitez is a top manager. We know Newcastle, you know, whether they on paper aren't as strong of a squad as what we are, you know that you can't just underestimate any team in the Premier League, let alone Newcastle. You know, they're another club that have passionate supporters and things like that. Like, they play for their supporters and stuff. Like, well, they should do anyway because they've got a good fan base and that. So, you know, for me, I was happy that we didn't underestimate him today, which we would have done in the past, probably. And we didn't today, and I'm glad that we didn't, you know. We got a clean shit today, Paul said instead of sheet. But genies have been dirty for a while, yeah. Come on, boy, Al Hodgson, beat Manx for us. You legend, Al. Yeah, man, we need a good result for old Hodgson, baby, don't we? I'll support him for that one. Noy says the ref should have gave us a pen. If Lovren or Van Dijk would have done that, yeah, to Salah, it would have been a pen. Yeah, I think so as well, mate, to be honest. Marcus Stober says, and they saw his long ranger, and that's what drew those defenders onto him instead of waiting on recovery runs from defence. They know Ox has a shot which created the space behind. Yeah. But yeah, you're talking about, obviously, what I was saying about how Ox drove at them, which that then drew their defenders out and stuff, which then opened up all the space for Salah, wouldn't it? You know for a fact that teams are going to be scared of Salah having any space on the ball because they know he scores goals for fun. So the fact that, you know, Salah had all that space shows you that they was also scared of letting Ox get in that position because they all tried to shut him down. So hats off to Ox in the whole of that situation. And it meant that we got the goal, didn't we? Which opened up the game, which was brilliant. It didn't really open up the game, but you know what I mean? Like, up until that point, I was frustrated. I was sitting there thinking, please don't be one of these games where we're going to be sitting here 80 minutes in and it's like 0-0 and it's like, come on, don't do this to us. But we got that goal and I was like, right, I'm confident enough in our team now that we've got one. Even if it finished 1-0, I'd be happy with it. I was confident that we can defensively keep a clean sheet in that game today once we got that goal. you know, I thought, right, we can handle this. We can handle the pressure now. And we did, because we kept a clean sheet in the end. But we went on to get a second goal anyway in the second half, which was brilliant. I thought we could have won that game 3-0, I would say. If we had got a penalty in that one, it should have finished 3-0. But it is what it is, isn't it? We still got 3 points, so I'm happy. The G-Wee, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you today, buddy? Karius is my G. He had a brilliant game again, didn't he, mate? Fantastic save from him today. I was very happy. I was happy with the team today, mate. Michael Dunn says, come on, Palace. Yeah. Look at City when they've ground out wins and Man U as well. Yeah, exactly, Cobra. Exactly, mate. Thomas Billings, you alright, buddy? How are you, mate? Daz, how did yesterday go, mate? It was a good turnout, mate. It was good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it was a really nice send-off for my granddad. So, thank you for asking. It was a long day, but yeah. Them days are horrible, aren't they? But at the same time, it's like, it's nice to pay your respects and that, innit? And yeah, it was a nice turnout. The weather was awful, you know, but we did it. Like, a few of us were saying it was like my granddad's last laugh at us, because that's probably the sort of sense of humour he's like, to try and mess us over with the weather. So, yeah. Can't wait to see Nabi and Ragnar playing together next season in the new Twins movie. Richard Ascom's in the building. You're right, Richard, mate. How are you, buddy? I predicted 2-0. Yes, mate. That's a good prediction then. And Rafa would make it tough, which I mentioned in a previous chat. Yes, buddy. Yes, mate. Yeah, Rafa, we knew he was going to make it tough, wasn't it? I think a lot of us was going with like 4-0s, 4-1s. You know, mine personally was 4-1. Maybe we was just thinking, like, my personal views of it was I didn't want to be disrespectful to Rafa, to the Newcastle fans, because I didn't want to underestimate them at all, not one bit. But I just thought that if maybe we got a couple of goals in the first half, like early, it would open the game up, and then Liverpool could have hit them on the counter a bit more in the second half, which would have got us the 3 or 4 goals, if you know what I mean. But it didn't. The game never really opened up like that, did it? If you know. So I felt that maybe that's why it didn't end up with the free-flowing goals towards the end, like we thought. But fair play to Newcastle, you know. They didn't want to. They come to Anfield. We're a hard team to beat at Anfield. They didn't get embarrassed at all. They can be proud of that performance. Where they are in the table, their team compared to ours on paper, the performance levels and things like that, you know, like the run of forms and stuff. They haven't been embarrassed by us at all today. We had a professional performance. It was a good performance from us. You know, we're second in the table now. Where are they in the table? You know, and we come away with a 2-0 victory at home. It could have been a 4-5-0, couldn't it? Let's face it. But Newcastle did a job. They had a game plan. They stuck to it. So, hats off to them. But Liverpool were just too good for them today, wasn't it? Simple as that, really. Which is good. It's good that Liverpool are too good for them, because we should be. But that's what it comes down to, isn't it, at the end of the day? Paul says Barca are only 5 or 6 points clear of Atletico Madrid, and they play this weekend. That could change a lot if Madrid win, yeah. I don't really follow their league or whatever, but yeah, if Madrid get a win, that would be a mad time, wouldn't it? That was definite penalty, says Michael Dunn. Where he swiped Salah's legs out? Yeah, mate, definitely. Richard, it was where was it, Richard? Where was it? I'm trying to get back to it. It was outside the box, no penalty on Salah. Richard, the push at the end was outside the box, wasn't it, mate? But the kick for me was I don't know what you boys are talking about, but the kick that they're saying that maybe there was contact on the ball. I haven't watched any footage after the game, so I could be wrong, guys. But the kick for me looked like a penalty. The push right at the end, the initial contact for me was outside the box. So it would have been a free kick. It should have been a free kick. It wasn't a penalty for me. But like I say, I haven't watched any footage after the game or whatever. I don't know what any discussions have been. You guys may be a bit more clued up. You might have TV on right now. I'm on here talking to you guys, so I don't know anything else yet. I'll be catching up on it all once I get off from here in a minute, if you know what I mean. You missed the first part of my message, says Michael Stabby. Michael, put it back again, mate. Put it back in the chat. My apologies, buddy. The chat's jumping on me like mad again, buddy. It was outside the box, no penalty on Salah, right. Dirty Harry, my hero, lol. Ox was effing class, says CD. Yeah, he was quality today again. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Thank you very much. Show your love for Daz. Thank you, Michael, mate. Yeah, smash a thumbs up, guys. Smash a thumbs up for Liverpool in general. Anyway, can we hit 30 thumbs on this one? And if you're watching it back and you haven't been able to join us live, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought on it. Put your man in a match in the box down below. Was you right with your score predictions on the game? Was you wrong? You know, what did you make of the game in general? I always like to hear what my subscribers think on the games and stuff, even if you wasn't live. You know I do, guys. I like to have the conversations with you lot. You are all legends. FDM. Yes, mate. Yes. Everyone is a legend of my channel. All my subscribers are legends. We know that, don't we? Oh, good, Daz. May your granddad rest in peace. Thank you very much, Michael. You're a top legend, mate. You know that. Right, Jude says, we'll be competing with City within the next 2 years for sure. In Klopp we trust. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. We should be, shouldn't we? We were dangerous with Virgil van Dijk on set pieces. Yeah, and Salah's corners were, like, really dangerous today, weren't they? Like, the whip on it was... It was incredible, really. Like, the way it whips across that goal, like, anyone just gets a slight touch on that, and it's going to have so much power on it already. Yeah, Daz, the win was for your granddad. Oh, wow, thank you. That win was for your granddad, Daz, this picture. Thank you, guys, seriously. Yeah, it means a lot. He was a Villa fan, my granddad was, so... Yeah, I don't know whether he would appreciate that. Oh dear. Well, Daz, I love you, Daz, legend. I love you too, my friend. I love all of yous, you know I do. Jake, Daz, what do you think about United game? What, Liverpool versus United? Big game, Jake, innit? Let's face it. Looking at it, it could be the difference, really, in who gets second this year out of us and United. That's the way it could come down to that, couldn't it? So that's going to be a big game. And I just want to beat them just to shut them up, because everyone I know is a Man United supporter. He's like, oh yeah, like, you lot keep saying that you're like brilliant and that we play crap football and everything, but we're still going to beat you when we play you because we know how to beat you. I hope they don't like manage to get any points against us. I hope we smash them off the park. I think we can. We should annihilate Man United because we're 10 times better than them. Like, I'm sorry, but there's no way Liverpool lose to Man United when we play them. No way. I can't see it happening, and I don't want it to happen either. Like, I'll be gutted, but like, we can't underestimate them, can we? Because they are second/third in the table for a reason, innit? But there's no way I want to lose that game. It's like probably going to be the most important game in the season now for us in the last part of this season. But we've got the other games as well now that are obviously important, because it's not just a Man United game that helps us get top 4 this year, is it? But if we want to try and get that second spot, it could be that game's going to have a big deal, a big part to play in it, and let's face it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get off, guys. QT Mods says, sorry to hear about your granddad. Thank you, QT, mate. Thank you for the saying that, buddy. Yeah, it's sad, man. Like, we all lose people, don't we, and everything. It was a very emotional day, and that. You know what it's like, guys. All of you lot have probably lost people and everything. But it was just nice, like, that we had a nice send off for him and everything. You know, it's like your final respects, isn't it? Do you think we can win the Champions League, Daz? Says Matthew Rowe. You're right, Matthew, mate. How are you? Yeah, I do, mate. I think on our day, I think we can beat anyone. Personally, you know, but it's a close one, isn't it? You know, because I've seen Liverpool beat Man City this year. I've seen Liverpool put in performances that could beat the best team in the world. And you could say that Man City, at the moment, are one of the best teams in the world, didn't they? Right? But then I've seen us lose to Swansea and things like that. We beat Man City and then we lost to Swansea in all within a week, pretty much, wasn't it? So, you know, it all depends on whether we turn up in the games. Whether our players that we've got have the right mentality when it comes down to it. When it comes down to these games, whether they can get across the line. If they're strong enough up there mentally, yeah, if we turn up, you know, then I can't see why we haven't got the quality. We've got the quality in the team. In our starting 11, we've got the quality to beat anyone. But you know, there's another team out on that picture you've got to beat as well. That will have the quality as well. And they may have the mentality, depending on what team it is that we come up against in the final, if we made it to the final. But yeah, I can't see why we can't, Matthew, if you know what I mean. But we got to get there first, don't we? You know, it's going to be difficult, but we're Liverpool Football Club. We never do anything easy, and we've got a history when it comes to the Champions League, haven't we? So, Europe, you know, it's Liverpool. It's Liverpool Football Club, isn't it? So, I would love to see us win the Champions League again. It'd be really, really nice, to be honest, wouldn't it, guys? Zoliana, rate the players. Boss, you right, mate? Welcome to the stream. Rate the players. Okay, right. This is difficult, man, because I ain't got anything written down. So I've gone with Trent Alexander as my man of the match. For anyone that didn't join at the beginning of the stream, I said Trent because I focused on his performance today, and I was impressed on and off the ball. So I'm going to give Trent a 9 for me. Salah is going to get an 8.8. I'm not going to give him as high as Trent, but you know he's up there, isn't he? Like they're all good. Sod it. Trent, Salah, both 9. Henderson 8. Henderson played well today. Firmino 8. Mane 8. Chan 7. Ox 8. Van Dijk didn't really have much to do, so I'm going to give him like a 7, 7.5. Lovren 7, 7.5. Robertson 8 again. You know, because our wing backs had more to do off field than our centre backs. And then Karius, I'm going to give him 8 as well. Didn't really have much to do, but he had a solid performance. Was good in goal, made a quality save and that. But again, I feel that the 2 centre backs and the goalkeeper didn't really have much to do. So I'm not giving them a low rating compared to the others. I haven't really got a scale to do ratings, so maybe I'll work on my rating system in the future or whatever. But that's just where my head is at with the players, if you know what I mean. But that's all I'm going for there. But look, Paul's just put 7 to 9 for all. Yeah, pretty much the same here. 10's all round, says CD. So he was very impressed with everyone. Look, the whole team played really, really well, guys. So I rate them all highly today, but you know, I was very impressed with Trent. He got my man of the match today. But yeah, I thought that was all really good, you know. Michael Stabby said, I said Ox should play left midfield as he only played well because he was able to roam. This is my 3rd time writing as it keeps clashing with your talking, but no problem. It's why we are here to give and receive info. Yeah, I've read it, Michael. We got there in the end, mate, didn't we? Sorry, copy and paste it or whatever if you have this problem in the future. I don't know whether you did do that or whether it saves you having to keep type it or something. But yeah, so you think he's better on the left then, mate, like in midfield, do you? See, I like James Milner on the left at the moment behind Mane in the midfield. And I like Milner and Ox being our box-to-box midfielders. But I also think that Ox would be really good as left midfielder. And Milner gives us something that we haven't got as that right-sided midfielder because he's got the cross on him that we have more so on the left, if you know what I mean. On the right, I spoke about it before on the channel. It sounds a bit confusing, but I know what I mean in my head. So, yeah, I do get what you're saying. But yeah, at least we got there in the end, mate. At least we got there in the end, if you know what I mean. Oh, wow. God. It is hard for me to keep up with the comments, guys. And, you know, I'm trying to, like, read as many as possible as well because I know the missus is going to be, like, kicking off at me in a minute because I've got to get me son ready for bed. Right. Couple more comments and then I'm off, guys, because I've got to shut it down. Expect it. You won't get sad or angry. Oh, hang on. Paul, valuable lesson that my English teacher taught me is that if you get sad or angry, it won't change it. And we now live in a world where terrorist attacks and get all the time. Welcome to the stream, Sam, by the way. I don't know what you're really saying there, mate. I think I might have missed something from Paul. Daz, when my mother died, I didn't cry or feel sad about it. I know it sounds cold, but I learned not to dwell on it because it's not going to change the situation. Yeah, I get what you mean, Paul. I get what you mean. Sorry for your loss, Daz. Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, I think everyone deals with things differently, don't they? You know what I mean? Like, it's all part of who we are and that as people, isn't it? I don't know whether I'm a pacifist or a realist. I I don't know, man. It's a good question to ask yourself that, actually. Right, guys. Liverpool got the victory today. Paul, if you want to continue talking to me, you can always message me on something else, mate. You know you can, always. Guys, I'm very, very happy with the game today. As we were saying, a very professional result, a very professional performance. I gave Trent man of the match because I felt that even when he wasn't on the ball and when he was making tackles and stuff, his movement and the way he was reading the game today, I was very impressed with. So he got my man of the match. Liverpool did their job today. We got 3 points. We went to second in the table again. It's now in Man United's hands. We've got Man United coming up soon, but we've got the Porto game, as we all know. Obviously, we're doing a match build-up show. Don't forget, in the description, you've got onthebench.tv. Make sure to go over to that. That's my website. It's free. Register on that. Give me your starting 11s and score prediction for the Porto game now. So that on my match build-up show for the Porto game, we can obviously talk about that. I could do some shout-outs for you guys. I've been on the bench TV. You've all been legends. Liverpool just won 2-0 against Newcastle. Hats off to them. They did all right, didn't they, guys? But they just wasn't good enough. Take care, you lot. I'll see you.